Hey everyone, today we are back again with our first chapter integers of class 7, and as we have completed up to our exercise 1.1, so today we will start from exercise 2. So in the very first question it is written, write down a pair of integers whose sum is minus 7. Okay, so you have to find two such integers who will give a sum minus 7. Now it can be made anyhow, means suppose you are willing to take one positive and one negative integer, or else you would like to take two negative integers. How will you write if you want to take two negative integers? So see, if we put minus 1 and minus 6, and if we add them we will get minus 7. So this can be one answer if you are willing to take two negative integers for finding the sum minus 7. Now instead of this you can also take minus 2 minus 5. If you add these two you will get minus 7 as the result, because just write it in this way, minus 2 plus of minus 5. If we were willing to just remove the bracket, we will do it in this way, minus 2, then plus and minus, these two will be replaced by one minus sign, because minus multiplied by plus will always bring one minus sign. So here I am writing minus 5. Now as I said, two same signs are here. Two same signs means whatever the sign is given, that sign will be placed in the answer, and these two digits will be added, means 5 and 2 will be added and we will get 7. Okay, now in this way we can take two negative integers and we can find the sum minus 7. Now you can take any other example of two negative integers for finding the sum minus 7. Now if you are willing to take one positive and one negative integer, how to do that? Suppose I am taking the number minus 17 and I am adding plus 10 with it, then also we will get minus 7. Okay, so if we write it in this way, minus 17 plus 10, definitely it will become minus 7. So our answer is so many. You can take anything, whatever you would like to take. Okay, now let's come to the next sum. In the next sum it is given that you have to find two numbers, means one pair of integers who will give a difference minus 10. Who will give a difference minus 10? Here the difference will be minus 10. So let's draw the diagram again. Now here also exactly in the similar way you can take the examples in this way. You can take one positive and one negative integer, or else you can take two negative integers. Okay, now whatever your wish you can do. Now if you are willing to take one positive and one negative integer for finding their difference minus 10, you can take minus 5, and from minus 5 you can subtract plus 5, so that you can get minus 10 as our result. You can take minus 2, 8. So from minus 2 if you subtract plus 8 you can also get minus 10 as the result. So in this way you can make so many examples. Now if you are willing to take two negative integers for finding their difference minus 10, what shall you do? Now see, suppose I am taking minus 20 and from minus 20 I am subtracting minus 10. Now let's write it in this way for our convenience. Now I am just removing the brackets. Minus 20, these two minus will bring one plus, so it is coming minus 20 plus 10, and at last it will come minus 10. So in this way you can write minus 30 minus of minus 20. In this way you can make so many examples by using one positive and one negative integer, or by using two negative integers. So in this way we can do these sums. So in question number C, in 1C, it is written you have to find a pair of integers whose sum is 0. Sum is 0. I think you can do it yourself, because in the first period, in the first class, when we started the chapter 1, we have discussed it. Means we have talked about additive identity, which is 0. So whenever you will add one positive integer and the same negative integer, then you will get the answer 0. So any example you can take here. Okay. Now let's come to the next sum. In question number 2, it is written, write a pair of negative integers whose difference gives 8. We have to find two negative integers so that their difference will come 8. Okay, very easy. Suppose you are taking minus 20, and from minus 20 you are subtracting minus 28. Okay, now see, let's do it in this way. Minus 20 minus of minus 28. How to do? Let's remove the bracket. Minus 20, these two minus sign will bring one plus sign, and here you can see two different. So for these two different signs, we will subtract these two numbers. After subtracting, we will get 8, and the sign which is placed before the bigger number will be placed in the answer. So here we are getting plus 8. In this way we can find so many numbers. After subtracting which two numbers, we will get plus 8. Obviously those numbers must be negative integers. Okay, so if you are willing to take any other example, you can take it definitely. So here I have taken this pair, means minus 20 and minus 28. If we subtract minus 28 from minus 20, you will get plus 8 as the answer. So let's do question number 2b. Write a negative integer and a positive integer whose sign is minus 5. So in these two blanks, we have to put one positive integer and one negative integer, so that we will get minus 5 as the answer. Now if you take this one only, minus 10 as a negative integer and plus 5 as a positive integer, then you can easily get minus 5 as their sum. Let's do that. Minus 10 plus 5, or else you can write plus of plus 5. If you multiply two plus signs, you will definitely get one plus sign in the answer. So minus 10 plus 5, it is coming minus 5, because the sign of the bigger one will be placed and these two numbers will be subtracted, means 5. Okay, so in this way we can take so many more examples. If you take minus 20 plus 15, if you want to take minus 30 plus 25, if you are willing to take minus 55 plus 50, in this way we can make so many examples for this sum. Okay, now let's come to the next sum. In the next sum it is written, write a negative integer and a positive integer whose difference is minus 3. Now this will be your homework, because we have already done so many sums, and if you have understood this properly, you can definitely do it yourself. So question number 2c, you have to find one positive and one negative integer so that you can get the difference minus 3. Okay, now still I am showing you one example. If you take minus 6 and if you take plus 3, now keep it in your mind, since the answer is coming in the negative integer, the numerical value of the negative integer will be bigger. Okay, here you can see I have taken 6 here. Here 6 as a numerical element, it will be bigger than 3, but we are taking the negative sign of 6, means minus 6. Okay, whenever after adding two numbers we are getting an answer in a negative sign, definitely the number which are being added, the negative integer's numerical value will be greater than the positive integer. Okay, in this way you can do anything. Means suppose I am taking minus 17 plus 14. Here also see I have taken minus 17, means a bigger numerical value, okay, of the negative integer than the positive integer. Here 14 is the positive integer, 17 is the minus 17 is the negative integer, but here I have taken the greater numerical value in case of the negative integer. Okay, now let's come to the next sum. In question number 3, it is written, in a quiz, team A scored minus 40, 10 and 0. This is the score of team A. And team B scored 10, 0 and minus 40 in 3 successive rounds. Which team scored more? Can you say that we can add integers in any order? Okay. Now, which team scored more? For finding this, we have to add all the scores of team A first. So, you will write it here, score of team A first we will add them, minus 40 plus 10 plus 0. So what is coming? Minus 40 plus 10, it is coming minus 30. Okay, and we will find score of team B. It is coming 10 plus 0 minus 40. Okay, so it is again coming 10 minus 40, it is coming minus 30. So you can see that team A and team B both have scored minus 30, means both of them have scored the equal score. Okay, so there is a tie because there is no team who has scored more. Now in the question it is written, can you say that we can add integers in any order? We have to check that whether we can add integers in any order or not. Now see, here we have added minus 40 plus 10 plus 0 in a specific order. In case of team B's score, we have added plus 10, 0 and minus 40. So here in these two cases we can see we are getting the same result, but the order is different. Here we have taken the negative integers first and here we have taken the negative integer at last. So you can add all the integers in any order. You can add integers in any order. Okay, keep it in your mind. Addition can be done in any order in case of integers. Okay, so let's come to the next sum. In question number 4.1, some blanks are given. So let's do them first. In the first one is minus 5 plus minus 8 is equal to minus 8 plus dash. Just now I have told that you can add integers in any order. Okay, so here minus 8 was added later. Okay, minus 8 was the second term of this addition. Here minus 8 has written first. So we can place minus 5 in the second place. In both the cases we will get the same order, same answer. Okay, minus 5 minus 8, plus and minus, if we multiply these two signs we will get one minus sign. So as I said, two same signs means this exactly the same sign will be placed first. After that these two numbers will be added. It is coming 13. And here if we write minus 5 by changing its place, then we can write it here minus 8 minus 5. Again the same thing will happen. It will come minus 13. So here in this gap we will put minus 5. Okay, so let's come to the next sum. In question number 4, in the second question it is given minus 53 plus dash is equal to minus 53. It's very easy. If you add 0 with any number, you will get the same number in the result. If you add 0 with minus 100, you will get minus 100 as well. Okay, so in this gap it will be 0. Let's come to the next sum. In 3 number question it is given 17 plus dash is equal to 0. You can easily understand we are adding these two numbers and we are getting 0 as a result. It means this number must be the additive inverse of this. So plus 17 is given as one number, so definitely the next number will be minus 17, because if we add plus 17 and minus 17 we will get 0 as our answer. Okay, because plus 17 is becoming the additive inverse of minus 17. Similarly, minus 17 is becoming the additive inverse of plus 17. So we are getting the answer 0. So in this way we will do. Let's come to the next sum. In the next sum, one simplification type sum is given. So let's write it. 13 plus minus 12 plus something is becoming equal to 13 plus minus 12 plus minus 7. Okay, it's very easy. To some extent it is looking like this now. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, isn't it? It means it was associative property. If you recall from class 6, you can easily understand this is associative property, and in my first video also I have told you that this one is a associative property. Now you can easily understand what number will be placed here. Yes, it will be minus 7. Okay, see, if we consider it A, B and this one is as C, so in this part, in this left part, it is written A plus B plus C in this way, and here in the right hand side it is written A plus B plus C within bracket. It means it is becoming the associative property, and here we didn't know the value of C, so from this right hand side we can get the value of C, that is minus 7. Okay, so you can easily understand it. Now let's come to the next sum. Now in question number 5 it is written minus 4 plus 15 plus minus 3 is becoming equal to minus 4 plus 15 plus dash. Yes, I hope you have understood it now. This is A, this is B and this is C. Here in this part it is written in this way, A plus within bracket B plus C, and here it is written in the right part, it is written A plus B plus dash. Obviously it will be C, and here the value of C is minus 3, so definitely it must be minus 3. Okay, so here in this gap we will put minus 3. So today up to this class we have completed up to exercise 1.2 of chapter 1, that is integers. So I hope all of you have understood it well. So take care everyone. Bye.